Serena and Venus Williams, or Alex Morgan and Megan Rapinoe. We have a very special guest today, and I can't wait for you to hear more from Megan Rapinoe, our very own Californian. Let's take a listen.
My name is Aoife.
And I'm Zach.
And we love soccer. So we're inspired by Megan Rapinoe and Alex Morgan.
Megan and Alex are professional soccer players who led the USA to victory in the Olympics and the Women's World Cup. They grew up a few years apart in different parts of California, but they came together as co-captains of Team USA. Megan is a crafty player who is almost as famous for her style as her style of play. And when she scores a goal, you know it.
This pose is called the Rapinoe.
Megan won the Golden Boot and the Golden Ball awards at the 2019 Women's World Cup in France, and she was named Player of the Year. Alex is known for her late-game heroics. In the 2012 Olympic semifinals against Canada, she scored the winning goal with just 30 seconds left in the game. In the 2019 World Cup opener against Thailand, she tied a world record by scoring 5 goals.
Alex Morgan, it's her night.
And she ended the tournament with the silver boot. Both Megan and Alex fight just as hard off the field as on the field.
Step outside yourself. Be more, be better, be bigger than you've ever been before.
They've sued the U.S. Soccer Federation for sex discrimination. They're demanding that women's soccer players be paid just as well as the men.
And that's why we're inspired by Megan Rapinoe and Alex Morgan.
I don't know.
Hi, Megan. This is such a treat. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this exhibit.
Oh, of course. This is an honor for me from my home state, so I couldn't be happier to be joining you.
So we're sitting here in the California Museum's Women Inspire exhibit, where kids all across the state can learn about the stories of powerful women. And one of my favorite notions is, if you can see it, you can be it. What would it have meant to you to be able to see this kind of exhibit as a young girl? And what does it mean to you now to be featured in it?
Oh gosh, it's hard to put even into words what it would have meant. I had a few female role models. I knew of Ellen, so I knew there was at least one gay person out there. But it's hard to even know because we just had so few, and I just saw so many of the same things over and over. But as I've kind of gotten a little bit more mature, we'll say, in my career and in my age, and to see the impact that I've had and my teammates have had, and what we've been able to do to inspire off the field, I just can't even imagine. I mean, people think I'm wild now. I'd probably be even further out if I had some role models like myself. But I think it's just what you said. If you can see it, you know what is possible. And I think it's incredible when we do have people that break through and are incredibly inspiring and who, become things that they never knew possible. But that's an exceptional case to have that. And so for the average kid, for the average person, in their everyday setting, to see, that you can be a doctor, you can be an athlete, you can be whatever it is that you want to be in any field, I just think opens up people's minds and heart in a completely different way and allows kids creativity and their inspiration to really shine through.
I love that. So your section is Win Like Megan Rapinoe. But what I love about you is that it's always been about more than winning on the field. It's about making a difference. What does it mean to win like Megan Rapinoe?
Oh, what does it mean to win like me? I do think, first and foremost, I love playing soccer. I love sports. I love the competitive nature of it. Of course, if you're going to play, you should try to play to win. But I feel so lucky to have represented the national team, represented the country for so long. And that means so much more. I understand we go out there, we're competitive, we're athletes, we try to win everything, but the amount that we've been able to inspire off the field means so much more to me than what we've done on the field. I would give all of that up for the little gay kids that we've touched, or, having Crystal Dunn playing a World Cup and the little Black kids that she's touched, the little Black girls that she's touched, and just inspired them in so many different ways. So I feel like for me, my sort of whole philosophy is I think everyone has the responsibility to try to make the world a better place in whatever way that they can. For me, that, has predominantly been this sort of soccer vehicle that then I get access to the media, or access to this bigger media platform. And then what are we doing in there? Like, what's the point of life? Like, if I just, sort of end my life with all these championships and nothing else, it's kind of like, okay, that's cool. But I feel like there's so much more work to be done. And I've seen firsthand just how impactful and how amazing, if you couple the two, what kind of work can be done, and how many lives that you can really change.
I love that. And it's really exciting to see how you're catapulting this success into these other avenues. And so it'll be fun to continue to watch you over the years, because I know you're going to continue to have a huge impact on all of our lives. So yay on that. All right, final question. So it's the 100th anniversary of the passing of the 19th Amendment. Why does this anniversary matter? And what is the most important message you can give to women and girls across the state and country, because I like to say as California goes, so can go the country, about what we must champion to ensure true equality in the next 100 years?
I think that this anniversary really should be an opportunity for us to reflect back on what that 19th Amendment really was and what it did. I think, as we all know, or sort of as the popular narrative goes, it gave women the right to vote, right? But it's like, did it give all women the right to vote? As we know, Black people and women of color have had a much different road than us white women have. And so I feel that this is an opportunity, yes, to celebrate that landmark amendment, but also to look back and say, where did we fall short? What did we miss? How has that affected us up until this point? And what lessons can we take with us for the next generation, for the next 100 years, as we continue to fight voter suppression, as we continue to see the attack on the USPS for the purpose of trying to slow down mail getting to people on the mail-in ballots. I think that while we can celebrate, there's areas where we, frankly, just fell short. And so how can we learn from that? So any initiatives or laws or legislature, anything that we're doing from there forward, we can make it a more equal opportunity for everyone. And I think what we've seen is that, even with women getting the right to vote, the foundation of that was a little bit cracked from the beginning. And so over time, as you put more on top of that, those cracks start to widen. So how do we work to mitigate that going forward? And I think for girls and for little girls, now growing up in the state of California, and as you say, as California goes the nation, just to never really just take the upfront answer. Just to go for what you believe in. I think that we all kind of have that gut feeling and that sort of drive in our heart, and just to go after what you believe in, to fight for everyone, fight for the most marginalized, the most underprivileged. That's where we should be starting. And I think if we start there, and if we really focus on the most marginalized in our society, it really does lift everyone else up. And so, for little girls, like, you have the power, you are enough, you are smart enough, you are, great leaders, you are the future of not only the state of California, but the country. And I can't wait to see what the next 100 years, I probably won't live for 100 more years, but maybe like 60 or 70 more. I can't wait to see what this next generation of little girls will do.
Oh, it's awesome. I couldn't agree more. And it really is a huge opportunity for us to really come together as a community and come together as a larger collective to really, to your point, champion the most marginalized voices and rights, and ensure that we can fulfill that American dream for everyone once and for all. So this was awesome. Thank you, Megan. You're just such an inspiration to so many. You deserve your place right here in the museum, and will continue to inspire. And as I said earlier, I can't wait to continue to watch what you do. Keep up being the incredible champion that you are, and the rest of us are going to want to keep winning just like you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It really does mean the world coming from my home state where all my family still lives. So thank you.
Yay. All right, thanks. That was pretty